All right, warriors, welcome back. Before we get started, we're going to do a breathing exercise. It's going to take 5 seconds. 5 Mississippis. We're going to breathe in deep, hold it, release together, and then take a badass walk on that beach. Well, take a badass talk in the Jeep. How about that? It's cold. It's for real cold. Look, I remember when I was in my 20s, I used to be able to paddle out without a wetsuit and come back out with wrinkled fingers, blue and purple. And someone asked me, is it cold? No, it's perfect. Well, I'm grown. And unless it is perfect, I don't mind being a spectator. 5 seconds, warriors. Let's take a badass walk. Let's talk about how we can heal. How is it that discard became a blessing? Well, we all know that if things are happening better for you, well, that part is already a blessing. It's evidence in itself. If you feel like your health is getting better, you're starting to identify who your enemies are, who your frenemies are, and you're starting to connect some dots. And that by separating yourselves from these people, that it was actually a blessing in disguise. The only way is up from here. Come on, man. Let's take this badass walk. Let's do this breathing exercise. And after that, let's dive on in. But let's clear our minds first. Let's get away from this position of survivor. I don't like using that word survivor. Survivor is when you were in it. Survivors for those of you still doing battle in hell, trying to get out of that narcissistic abusive relationship. But understand, once you step out of that threshold, you're a warrior. See, narcissists and others that provide content want you to keep that weak state of mind. Survivor. No, that's for the weak. The survivors are still in the harem closet, scared shitless, and would rather have never known what they know. They preferred it that way. Warriors, many wounded warriors that are in survival mode, if you notice, they harp and hold tight to the survival ship, that vulnerable victim mentality. And it's what narcissists need you to stay in, because you'll stay in hermit mode. And if that can happen and you get lonely long enough, you're going to welcome them back on the Hoover. Uh-oh. Yeah, I just let the cat out the bag. And there's going to be plenty of narcissists standing in line, take a number. They're going to try and send some hate. Hey, don't let that bother you. Don't take it personally. It just means it's harder for them to go out and seek new supply. Not my problem. Not yours either. Warriors, let's do this. 5 seconds. Come on now. Release slowly. All right, shake that shit off. Y'all, narcissists love to give some gifts now, or donations, and look, this is what I want you to understand. The reason why is they feel entitled that if they give you a gift or they give you accolades, they support you, either through monetary donations or verbal or using a little bit of their resources, right? They feel entitled to tell you what to do with them, or it's a back door to come in and sabotage something that they are envious of. And they feel they have the latitude to come in, speak whatever poison they want, or cause chaos or division. And they're hoping that because they're one of the donors that mums the word, you allow them that latitude and write it off. Disrespect is disrespect, warriors. Narcissists operate covertly. Sancho, the back door. Warriors, they feel free to invite division, chaos, and even bring in others through the same doorway that they entered. Warriors, right in front of them, all you have to do is this. Delete. Discard. Excommunicado. Silence them. You see, because you were operating in success without them. And you sure as hell don't need them to come and destroy what it is that you've worked on so hard. And look, you can take this to a personal level, business level, or at work, or with associates, or your personal lives and family. Many of them are going to test the waters with the disrespect. They'll bring it up in innuendo or in conversation about maybe some of your characteristics. And they're going to throw a couple of curses at you to see how you handle it. Let me tell you what you need to do. I'll admit to it. I can be a stubborn ass, but I dare say you call me one, it'll be the last time you hear this voice, and you'll understand what it feels like to be discarded by a warrior. You will now have to stand in line to hear a voice of reason and pay dearly for it, because I charge for advice. It's free at first, but once you disrespect, you're gone forever. They could even wish that they could invite themselves ever again. See, I'll take your money and hang up on you. Whereas when a conscience ceases to exist, the only thing left is evil. And this is why you need to understand that a relationship with a narcissist is always like inviting evil. And look, evil cannot enter into your peace and disturb it unless you invite it. It's why they'll stand in wait. It's why they hoover. It's why they'll call from different numbers. It's why they'll articulate themselves and love bomb you with words, because they need the invitation before chaos can enter. Look, narcissists worship themselves. What you need to clearly understand, or inevitably will understand, you've always been in a threesome, foursome, them some, and a community some when you're involved in a relationship with a narcissist. Now, their manipulation obviously starts to lose power as they age. But I want you to understand too this, because whenever they hoover and it doesn't work, I want you to understand you're missing the whole point. You were the last one that ever wanted to hoover. The last ever. Why? Because when they discarded you, they done it in such a way that they knew for a fact they were never, ever, ever going to have to come back, much less beg you for understanding. But at the same time, note this, they have been rejected by all the lesser quality in the harem closet before they came to you. Listen to me clearly. This is why you need to be at a safe distance, because that last rejection may be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Warriors, narcissists are going to have plans. And when those plans fail, which is to have you in a holding pattern, to have you an emotional wreck, to have you so lonely that you'd entertain, I've changed, all over again. The idea is this. They may not be as obvious as Amber Heard or Amber Turd, but they can be as conniving as a Samantha Lee, becoming life coaches. And then the truth comes out. It's damage control. It's not someone that truly cares about supporting traditional family. That's someone who's trying to thirst trap and return to something she discarded because the grass wasn't greener on the other side. I guarantee you, if Tyrese had fell on his ass, she wouldn't have gave a shit about that man. Can I get a what? It would have proved her point. But the clout-chasing narcissists will start to backpedal when they realize that what they try to destroy has a life, a better life without them. And the minute he connected with someone else because love was not destroyed in his heart, but he now has the equipment to better vet, I believe Samantha Lee had a change of heart or strategy, perhaps. Perhaps maybe many of those that were calling her for advice asked her key questions. Warriors, even the narcissist knows in a big way when the best thing they ever had just took off. Desperation will make them do anything and everything, including interviews that expose the truth. Thinking all along that they were setting a bait, a trap, that they were going to win the public over, to pressure someone into something toxic so they could continue to manipulate. Warriors, by pushing you away and discarding you, narcissists did you a favor. And I know it's painful to say because when you're going through it takes your breath away. It really does. But the thing of it is, once you realize that you're much happier without them, this is what happens. You realize the real lies that you were living with a narcissist. And soon, without them knowing, the narcissist released you into your abundance, into your new life, into this, oops, I'm born again. How does it feel, warriors? How does it feel to have a new set of insights to direct your path in life, in truly knowing how to vet, how to judge the character of the person, the sleight of hands, how disrespect creeps in little by little, maybe through jokes, and how narcissists can get carried away with it. Notice how narcissists develop relationships that turn to relationships and then have to up and run. But before they do that, they want to destroy your ability to do business, to thrive, to survive, to meet other people. They want you to stay in hermit long enough to feel lonely. I'm so lonely. That when they return, they'll return to your open arms. Surprise them. Let them know you're a graduate, Chico University. Throw them a brick. Better yet, blow the fucking bridge up. There's nothing greater than a narcissist thinking plan B is waiting and it's not even there. Nowhere to be found. Y'all are badasses. Numero uno, warriors. Never forget that. Shake the dirt off your asses. You got this. You're not a survivor. You're an awakened warrior. Thirsting. Oh, when you get in your ride, your stride, you're thirsting for more truth. And you know it. Some of y'all been binge watching. The Chronicle Library is there for you. Everything that all these content creators offer you for a price, I give to you my legacy, my life, my journey for free. Les mando besos y abrazos, warriors. It's never goodbye. Bendiciones. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're going to skydive today.
We're going to
skydive.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500 feet.
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at...
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us to Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality is just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother. What a vibe. Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.